Hey guys, Spartan here. Welcome back to Odin's Sphere, leifthrasir edition. I still don't know what part it is because I'm too stupid to look it up. I should know because I'm recording, but yeah. I think these guys have something important to say.
I saw Prince Cornelius walking down the street. They say that the prince has been spending time in the bad part of town. It's as if he's a new man. People have seen me? That's ludicrous.
That's kind of important, but it's not really. It's kind of rendered invalid considering that there's a cutscene with that stuff. So there's a guy selling stuff here.
I haven't been too profitable lately, but take a look.
This is like the other part of the game. Like Gwendolyn goes everywhere except Titania. I'm pretty sure everyone goes everywhere except sometimes the battlegrounds. The stuff is a bit overpriced for me. Interesting enough, there's another person selling junk here.
Take a peek at my wares before someone steals your money pouch.
I don't know if this person has anything worth buying. Nope. In the original game, there was a guy that gave you like 20% off if you shop at his shop, and he was like, there's like some merchant here, a merchant like right here, and then there's this guy who sells like, you get a 20% discount, so it's like, oh hey, you could have bought stuff from here for cheaper, but you didn't because you were impatient, and you were overconfident. So sorry if the audio is screwed up, I'm still haven't changed it back properly.
Sneak in, but how will I be able to speak with my father? Someone's coming. I'll hide behind a pillar. That little fiend. He plans to renege on our deal. That's me. What's going on? I suppose I will have to be harsh if it comes to that. Otherwise, we deceive the prince for nothing. So he's behind all this. I shall cut him down. Cornelius!
Here you are, Cornelius. Have you reached a decision?
Yes, of course, Father. As you asked, I will break up with the girl from the forest. What?
Very good. Now, go and tell her before you change your mind. Out of political expedience, I have been considering a marriage between you and King Odin's daughter.
As you wish, Father. Pardon my impoliteness, but I would like to ask you something in return.
What is it?
The royal family's secret power.
No such thing exists. Go on, leave. Stop wasting time. Now, how did he find out about our secret power?
Father!
Who are you?
Please listen to me. I am your son, Cornelius. The true prince of Titania. That man was an imposter.
Are you some sort of jester? Do not ridicule me, beast.
I have changed since we last spoke. I said I would abdicate my position.
How do you know that?
I am your true son. Father, you must believe me.
No, you can't be. What are you saying? What? Wait! How did you get that sword?
It was given to me. A terrifying voice in the netherworld told me that it belongs to Titanian royalty.
I would never mistake that blood-smeared sword. In the netherworld? Oh, no, it can't be. Guards! Guards! Take that cursed sword and get it away from me!
Father, what is wrong?
You lie, whoever you are.
Father, please! I swear by the heavens that I am Cornelius! Ask me anything about myself. I'll prove it. I can answer any question.
Throw him out! Now! Immediately!
Father!
Yeah, that's totally throwing him out, just like attempting to cleave him in two.
How shameful. I'm so alone. To be treated so by my own father. Is it useless to fight back, as the Queen of the Netherworld said? No, I cannot give in. I love the princess too much to let that happen. That imposter said that he was on his way to see Princess Velvet. He must be in Elric Forest.
Spoiler alert, that imposter is the real Cornelius and we are playing as someone who cloned his memory. I don't know. Nah, that would be too stupid of a plot point. Oh, there's two Mandragoras right here immediately. That's interesting. So I don't have enough Phozons for any, like, real skills, but I don't think I'll need any right now. Well, really, there was 3 here. Well, this is a forest, so... Let's see. Recap on what we happened. We got Plasma Circle in the last episode, which will, like, never be used. It's basically the Fire Spirits, except it's lightning. I think it can stun, but it just has a very low chance. I've already discussed these enemies in this area, but... You may wonder why goblins are fighting, but... Actually, no, goblins are plot relevant later in this story, but not now. But I should really have, like, stopped before then, but I tried to, but it didn't work. Yeah, just poisoning them with their own weapons. Okay, attempting to use the exact same combo I did with Gwendolyn is not working. That was an incredibly quick charge time for that move. Strangely so. Also, if you ever wonder why I always, like, absorb Phozons, like, because... Is that a motorcycle outside ruining my recording? Bloody motorcycle. If you're ever wondering why I do this, it's because, I don't know if I've talked about it before, but you used to have to do this with the Phozons in the first game, so... Old habits. I know, like, absorbing Phozons with your weapon is kind of pointless, because it automatically does it, but... Yeah, whatever. That was pointless. I don't need, like, the single coin that'll be edged in the ground. Let's just do some of this stuff. I keep forgetting that you shouldn't hold X while doing that. I don't think this game is on Xbox, so what else could it be? What is the X button for Xbox? I mean, I know it's the equivalent for square on the PlayStation controller, but I don't know. I'm not an Xbox gamer. Xbox controllers are too clunky for me. Same with Nintendo controllers, actually. I've never used a GameCube controller, though. I hear those are better, but still have, like, the same problems. I'm just used to the PlayStation controller, because it's, like, it's what I grew up with, and I'm just used to it. Yay, churros. It's essentially an omelette, except it's different, slightly. And it has its own alternate recipe, so you'll need to spend time grinding that up. I think it's like 5 of them for that, because it's just like a very simple recipe. These bloody bikers. There's a Phozon Prism over here. I should probably get that first. Let's have a bite of one of these, just to get 50 HP. So yeah, got the plus 20% increased experience. And we've got the bees! God, fucking damn it, these beehives have too much HP. Critical hit did like 30% of its health. Seriously, who the heck designed these bloody beehives? They should be fired. At least they're not as bad as pelagic. Actually, no, they're worse than pelagic groupers, except... At least the beehives can't hurt you, but they're more tedious. They're more balanced than pelagic groupers, but they're kind of, like, really annoying. And I have, like, no skills that work in the air, except for that stupid spinning attack. Will that do any damage? Okay, that did very little damage, but it did some damage. Yeah, that's, like, piss weak damage. Also, that's kind of disturbing, if you look at the bees closely. Stupid beehive. Just take, like, 1 minute during the stage. It could take, like, 20 seconds without the beehives. Okay, so we get a skill. Let's see, is this junk or... I don't know, something that rhymes, that, like, means good, starts with a J. Thundercloud. This move is garbage. Summon a... I can't even read that word because the resolution, like, is, like, terrible. Summon a... which will generate lightning for a time. Absolute garbage. Increases lightning frequency with high levels, but I never actually, like, really used it. I believe this attack is also terrible. So we might as well just master Whirling Blade. Don't have enough phosons, I should be paying attention to that. Let's increase the knockback of this in case we fight a boss, which we can, like, knock into a volcano potion or a cyclone. Which we won't be doing for a time, and this increases its skill power. Should probably focus on that next. Or getting food, you know. I have seeds and I have eggs, so I could, like, clone some chickens. And we get these... free butterfly. I always say free butterfly. I still don't know what these nuts are for. They just give one phoson and that's it. I mean, at least you get the pomegranate if you do this. You can't even use that for anything other than just eating. Wasn't there like a secret path here or somewhere? Maybe that was someone else's story. Where is the secret thing in this zone? So that's Manticore's defeated. Area completion reward. Really? Wasn't there a secret one here? Okay, I guess I'll just deal with it. I ate some yogurt before, like some weird Greek yogurt, and it was like, I think it was expired. Speaking of expired, overripe mulberry. And this is a rest area. I think this one actually has stuff in it. I think Mori actually makes an appearance here. So there's 16 there, so I'll just release 2. And by 2 I mean 4. Because of course I cannot math. Oh wait, no, Mori doesn't appear for a while, I think. I don't know. I cannot remember. I'm out of junk. Well, I'm out of room. Just eat these. Having a half-eaten muggle does not, like... It's not good for anything, really, apart from eating, so you might as well just eat it. Just eat it. Eat it. Okay, Mori does appear here because he's got his damn bell there.
Hey, are you a customer? Well, that's rare. Don't mind me. Go on, buy up.
It kind of makes sense, because why the hell would a bloody shopkeeper be here? Here, of all places. I don't need a detox charm or anything like that. Oh, here's your shine, except you didn't really buy any shine, you just circled one of the bloody things. Recipe for stuff. Pay more attention to recipes later. So I'm gonna I'm gonna cut out Mori's boosting thing, but I'm gonna leave in the what he says to Cornelius for the first time, because he has a quote for every new character you see with him.
Oh my, a fellow traveler! After a long journey, do you not crave a warm feast? Please stay a while and enjoy a meal. I see you have a new recipe.
Yeah, blah blah blah. And there's the 2 recipes I've had there. I'm going to go clone these eggs before I use some of them. I do not miss you, Mori. Your voice is still annoying as fuck. At least I had like a 3-month break from Mori and his annoyance. So, yep, jump cut while I clone some eggs. Alright. Going from level 11 to level 15, and immediate mid-boss. Great. Okay, so I should be dealing a considerable amount of damage, more than what I was dealing before. Will this work on you because you're rather large? That was not that bad. Oh, you can walk through him when he loses his head. So, yes. This still does a lot more damage. He predicted that attack. Bloody hell, I'm getting mind-gamed here. This enemy is very weird. I think when I first played this game, I did not notice the bloody thing when it loses health. Yeah, don't throw your bloody honey at me. No submachine guns. Well, no, not submachine guns. I also don't like how weird it is that those bloody little tiny plants can eat the bloody grizzly bears. It makes no sense. You saw it happening just before there, if you paid attention and looked at the bloody things. Which, why would you be looking at those things? Jeez, viewer, you should be looking at me, because I'm the more interesting one. Yeah, I just didn't want to get hit by that attack there, so I might as well just use the bloody thing. Thank you for the stun lock. You know what, I'll demonstrate this move. It costs a bunch. So that lightning cloud will strike enemies on its own. Thing is, it has a kind of has a mind of its own. I guess it's something you can deploy and then it'll attack on its own, so you don't have to be in the fight, so you can be a complete puss. But yeah, it kind of does like very, very little damage. There we go. And we get a whole bunch of shine potions for what reason, you may ask? There's no darkness of the netherworld here, so why, and like, we're not gonna go back there, obviously. Because, like, why would you go to the same place twice? You can't revisit it, because you can't choose which stage to revisit. And that's more inventory space down there, so I will lay off the ancient crystal right now. Yeah, this is why you need those shine potions, because this is a dark section in the forest for some reason. Did you just try and attack me and, like, miss? That's weird. So yeah, I'll be using one shine potion. I actually threw out my other level 1 shine potion to make another whirlwind potion off screen because I needed more inventory room. Can it suck them in mid-air? No, it can't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's only power. Like, there's no reason not to spam your most powerful skill over and over again if it's not a Cypher skill. Also, why does this move reveal the area? Hey, no fair, that's cheating. You can't hit me. I'm John Cena. Oh well, there is a way to attack invisible enemies. But not if you're using the invisible potion. This poison, I keep forgetting how much damage poison does. It's really a lot. In the original game it was a lot too, but it was over a long period of time. I should use a potion. But I don't have any antidotes, so let's just kill them. And you almost killed me there with that. And I almost died again. Oh, I thought that guy wasn't stunned there for a second. Let's just spam Spark Bolt. If we can stun them and avoid taking damage, that's the best thing ever. Things you would hear from Darkest Dungeon. There we go. No damage taken. Well, no damage taken after the bloody poison. I'm flashing like a bloody 3D screening of a movie. And that sound's getting really annoying. Screw it. I'm just gonna save this thing anyway. Okay, it was 2000 HP. Whatever. At least it's like plus however much extra HP it was. Was it like 50? Oh, free muggle. I probably should have eaten that instead. Oh, there's treasure to the right here. Hey, more of this stuff. No, more of them? I thought I was done. Let's just spam this and get a million chain. Yeah, this isn't a battle stage, so they're weak as hell. Hey, more material, as if I really needed that. My inventory is almost full anyway. Just get up as high as you can. So high that you touch the skybox. Oh, I forgot to mention before that Cornelius's blocking animation was in the base game. Because, interesting enough, Cornelius and Gwendolyn were the only characters who could block in the original. The other 3 characters could not block, which was annoying for exactly one of them. Like, the other 2 didn't really need to block. Yeah, take poison. I like how poison actually ticks down faster on enemies than it does on you, but it doesn't deal nearly as much damage. I remember there are some bosses in the original game you could poison, like not many, but yeah. Did I forget to say that in the... I keep forgetting what I've said and what I haven't said because it's been like ages. But if you poison King Odin when you're fighting him, he will use an antidote and actually heal himself up. Like, he'll cure the poison he's taking. Interesting that Odin can be poisoned at all. Like, usually you can't poison bosses. Because it's an RPG, status effects never work. I quote that way too often, but it was, you know, it's kind of true. The law of Titania. Those who do business on King's Main Street shall be fined. Those who do business without express permission from the king shall also be fined. Those who do not pay the tax shall be executed by hanging. Those who complain of high taxes shall be subject to flogging and the stocks. Those who discriminate against magi shall be subject to the stocks. Those who cause bloodshed shall be executed on the spot, or by hanging. King Edmund was initially welcomed by the people as the heir of their kingdom of the wise previous ruler when he began imposing harsh laws and taxation policies. However, public favor turned foul. It's kind of hard to read these things with I kind of wish I had an Elgato, because then I could record it technically in higher quality, and I would be able to read the bloody junk at all. I also kind of wish my TV was more optimized for computer stuff, because I tried changing the resolution on my computer because Anistus recommended me to, because my computer is like set to 1366 by some other number, I forget, something rather specific. But if I change it to anything higher, like, it doesn't fill my entire TV, or it fills it too much, so much so that I can't see it. And it looks very janky. It kind of hurts my eyes in that regard. Yeah? I thought I heard something. Hey, stage complete. S for Squidward. Squidward slash. I could make some painkiller potions with all these bloody things. You know what, let me show you what you get when you mix a bunch of materials with equipment. So the first one is a painkiller, the second one is an overload potion, which increases damage dealt, and the third one is quick charge, which increases powers, auto recovery, and lowers the power cost on skills. Those all kind of suck. The O potion for overload, back in the original game, there was a better, well, not really better, more interesting potion that took O's slot called Ooze, and I'll explain why Ooze was very interesting a bit later, because there's a specific subbot that I want to talk about it. But yeah, it has to do with the base game. Ooze potion is still in this game, except it's like its own thing. It's not a potion and you can't make it. You have to buy it from somewhere. You have to buy it at Titania. Yeah, we're going to Titania. What do you expect? I'm pretty sure there's a certain spot that Cornelius doesn't go. I think it's like the Mercedes' bloody kingdom. Oh, not the bees. Okay, these are just singular bees. There's no beehive. Keep forgetting that attack actually has, like, it may not deal any damage, but it does have a wide range. So I should be able to hit, like, kill one-shot enemies really quickly with it. That's kind of what I used it for in the base game. Like, what the hell was that janky bollocks? Oh boy, another rest area, as if I need one of these. How long has this episode gone on for? Let's plant 2 of these grape seeds. And just siphon out 11 of these. No, 12. Okay, 13 then. And I'm going to check how long this is going for. 30 minutes. I should probably stop it here. So, yep, I will see you guys in the next video where we continue and do the rest of this zone. So, yep, see you later. Bye.